Have you ever wondered who your cat is really talking to when it meows? You probably think it meows to talk to other cats, right? That sounds reasonable, but here is what most owners miss. Many meows are not meant for other cats. They are used to communicate with you, with humans. And because you hear that sound so often, you assume it is just being cute, asking for food, acting spoiled, so you ignore it or respond the wrong way. But if you misunderstand it, you may be missing messages it cannot say directly. Things like, "I'm stressed," "I'm not okay," "I need your attention," or even, "Please help me." And the scary part is, those signals may repeat again and again for months, while you still think, it's just making random noise. In this video, I will break down each type of meow in the right context. When you come home, before mealtime, when it wants to play, when it feels uncomfortable. And at the end of the video, I will talk about something very important. When a cat suddenly becomes quiet or starts meowing very differently than usual, that is not a small thing. Now, let's start with the most common misunderstanding first. Everyone thinks that meow is the sound cats use to talk to other cats, like a social signal. Like, "I'm here," "Where are you?" or "Don't come closer." It sounds right, but try paying a little closer attention. The same cat, the same mouth, but it does not make the same sound in every situation. Before mealtime, it meows one way. It sounds more urgent, more repeated, like it is reminding you, "Hey, it's time." When you open the door and come home, it meows in a different way. Not urgent, not demanding. It sounds more like a greeting, a kind of confirmation. Like, "Oh, you're back." Then there are times when you close the door and it stands outside meowing, but that sound is not like the one it uses for food. It sounds more frustrated, or more pleading, or simply like, "I don't like the feeling of being separated." You are busy working, and it comes near you, gives one short meow, then looks at you. You ignore it. It meows again, short, then looks again. You still ignore it. Then it changes tone, longer, more intense. And finally, it walks away. You think it was just trying to be cute and gave up. But maybe you just missed what it was really trying to do. Get your attention. It is the same before sleep. Some cats meow very softly and steadily, like they are calming themselves down. Some sound like they are complaining. And some do not meow at all. They just look at you. Every situation has its own style. Every style has its own reason. But what do most owners do? They hear a meow and label it right away. It wants food. It's being dramatic. It's annoyed. Then they respond based on that label. But here is the real problem. Most people assume meowing is just random noise. But here's the thing. Some meows are real emotional signals. It is asking for connection. It is looking for comfort. It is protesting. It is anxious. It is speaking in the only way it can. If you listen the right way, you will notice something interesting. You start to read your cat better. You can guess what it wants before it starts acting out. You know when it just wants to be seen, when it wants to be close, and when it is stressed. And suddenly, your relationship with that cat becomes calmer. But if you hear it the wrong way, you respond the wrong way. You scold it when it is worried. You ignore it when it is trying to connect. You feed it when what it really needs is a sense of safety, not food. And then it learns a lesson very quickly. Talking like this does not work. So it changes the way it communicates. It meows differently. Or it stops meowing completely. If you feel like you have done exactly that before, comment number 1. Not to blame yourself, but to start paying attention. And now let me say the important part clearly. If your cat usually meows a lot and then suddenly becomes silent, do not brush it off. If its meow suddenly changes in tone, rhythm, or intensity, do not brush that off either. For cats, a change in communication is a big deal. It does not happen for no reason. At the end of the video, I will talk about the 3 common groups of reasons why a cat suddenly becomes silent or starts meowing differently, and the signs you need to notice right away. But first, you need a dictionary, a simple way to classify it. The 7 most common types of meows based on context. So when you hear one, you can tell right away. Ah, this is normal. Or, wait, this is different. Now let's start decoding them one by one. 1. The attention-seeking meow. You are busy, right? Typing on your computer, looking at your phone, washing dishes, and at your feet, your cat gives one short meow. You do not notice. It meows again. Still short. Still the same tone. You ignore it again. Then you start getting annoyed. What now? Want food again? But many times, it is not asking for food. It is doing something very simple, trying to pull your eyes toward it. It just needs you to look down. It just needs a response. For the cat, that is confirmation. Yes, I see you. I am still safe. I am still connected. If you ignore it for too long, it will not suddenly become better behaved. It will learn another way to get your attention, and usually it will be a way you do not like. 2. The welcome home meow. This one sounds cute, but it means more than you think. You open the door, it runs out. Meow. Some cats do one small meow. Some meow again and again, like they are telling you a whole story. And you smile, "Oh, hi baby, did you miss me?" But it is not only about missing you. It is a check-in. It is checking. You are back. You are still you. Everything in this territory is back in the right rhythm. For a cat, your return is not just you coming home. It is the return of safety. So that meow is like pressing a reset button on the connection between the two of you. It sounds simple, but if your cat greets you every day, and one day it suddenly stops, you will realize that sound was never meaningless. If your cat has its own special way of greeting you, tell me in the comments. Just comment number 1 to make it easy. And if you want me to make more videos decoding cat signals, hit like and subscribe. These things may sound small, but they help the next video reach people who really need to understand their cats better. 3. The feed me meow. This is the one people label the fastest. Hear a meow and think, hungry. Yes, sometimes that is true. But there is another layer that most people do not see. Some meows do not mean, I'm hungry. They mean, it's time. It is asking for routine. It is asking for stability. Think about it. If you feed it at 7 today, 9 tomorrow, and 11 the next day, what will it do? It will meow more urgently, and more impatiently. Because for a cat, routine feels like safety. It does not only need food, it needs to know that its world still follows rule, and you are a big part of those rules. 4. The anxious, looking for you, meow. This is the one you should take seriously. You close the door, it stands outside. Meow. You think, annoying, but many times that sound is not drama. It is saying, I need you to show me that everything is okay. There are strangers in the house, a new place, strange noises. It meows and looks at you, or follows you and meows. It is looking for an anchor. It is looking for the most familiar thing in the house to hold on to. And that thing is often you. If you respond calmly, it settles down. If you yell, it gets more stressed. Do you see it now? A meow can be a cry for help, not troublemaking. 5. The let's play meow. Some cats meow once and then run a few steps. Then they look back at you, then meow again, like saying, come with me. You think it is just being playful, but actually, it is inviting you into its rhythm. Cats do not invite play the way humans do. They do not say, want to play. They make a chain of signals. Meow, run, look back, meow. If you follow, you are answering a big message. Yes, I'm here with you. And the beautiful part is, your cat is sinking you into its world, pulling you out of the mess in your head and bringing you into the moment. 6. The meow when you are stressed. A lot of people do not believe this, but anyone who has lived with a cat for a long time will understand. You come home tired, heavy, irritated, quiet, and your cat is the one that speaks first. Meow. Then it stays close. It may not know exactly why you're upset, but it can feel that you are different. It meows like a soft knock on the door. Are you still there? It is checking your response. If you answer like normal, it relaxes. If you brush it off, get annoyed, or push it away, it learns. When humans are stressed, I should not come close. And then you lose a gentle kind of connection you did not even realize you needed. 7. And this is the part you really need to hear. If your cat usually meows a lot and then suddenly becomes completely quiet, do not treat that as normal. Cats are creatures of habit. When they break a communication habit, it means something has changed. And if it does not go quiet, but the meow changes completely, do not ignore that either. A different rhythm, more urgent, longer, more hoarse, more strained, that means its communication has shifted. Usually, it falls into 3 groups. 1. Something inside the cat has changed. It feels more uncomfortable, more stressed, or simply not as okay as before. So the way it calls for you changes too. 2. The environment has changed. Something in the house is different. Your schedule changed, the space changed, the sounds changed. To you, it may seem small. To the cat, its whole world may feel off. 3. Its feelings about a certain situation have changed. Maybe it got startled before, got scared before, or no longer feels safe in a certain place. So it changes the way it communicates to protect itself. So please, do not label it as suddenly being difficult. It does not have your language. It only has its meow, and it is speaking in the only way it can. Now let me summarize each type one more time, so you can hear it and recognize it right away. Meow is not just a sound. It is the way a cat negotiates safety and connection with you. Next time, before you label it as asking for food or being dramatic, stop for just 1 second. Look at the context. Is it meowing when you just got home, or when you close the door? Is it meowing when you are busy, or when something in the space feels strange? And most importantly, does it sound the same as it does every day? Because what you need to listen to is not one single meow. It is the pattern, its usual rhythm. When that rhythm suddenly goes silent or changes completely, that is when you should pay the most attention. If you have realized something about your own cat by now, comment number 6 to let me know you are still here and really observing. Then also comment on what kind of meow your cat usually makes and when it usually does it. I read them all. And if you want a clear cat signal dictionary series, broken down piece by piece, subscribe so you do not miss it. It does not have your language. It only has its habits. And those habits are how it says, "I trust you," or "I'm not okay."